Okay, guys, good morning. Today we're going to take care of body weight leg exercises. Talking about leg as a whole, we sometimes for the isolation we can target single muscles, hamstrings, quads, calves. Here we are going to work on our lower body endurance, power, strength, mobility, flexibility, as in efficiency. We are going to talk about lower body efficiency. When we talk about efficiency, it's all about fitness qualities rather than just working on the dimensions of the muscles, getting a big calf, thicker quads, you're working on the efficiency. When you work on the efficiency, of course, the physique will take the best shape as well. So to start with the basic squat, air squat, bodyweight squat, we have covered in many videos. I'm not going too deep into the squat, not explaining too much, but just covering. The first exercise, air squat. You need to push from your heels every time. Any form of squat. Push from the heel, rotate your knees outside. When you rotate your knees outside, that will give enough space for the glutes to go below. When you get up, stand up straight. Air squat. The same heavy squats we do in the gym, front squat, back squat. We can mimic the same with our own body weight. We are going to do a slow squat. We are going to create the tension under time. Okay, same body weight squat we did right now. We're going to finish the movement in 10 seconds. Let's start with a 10-second squat. So I'm going to take 5 seconds to go complete down, and I'm going to take another 5 seconds to come complete up. From this position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This form of squat, slow squat, is going to work on our strength. Strength is what? Strength is the ability of our body to work against the resistance, to overcome the resistance. So here the resistance is the time. And our own body weight. We are going to hold it up for 10 seconds. Again, to add it further, we are going to go for 20-second squat. Very simple things you can do to work on your strength. I'm going to do 20-second squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Strength. Now we'll come to the power. Power is overcoming a resistance within the shortest time. We have time as a parameter when we talk about power. There is no time parameter in the strength. We are going to just overcome the resistance. In power, we are going to overcome the resistance in shortest time. For example, we'll take a squat as well. We are going to do a jump squat. Okay. So jump squat is a power. We cannot do a slow jump squat. You cannot do a slow jump. Any plyometric exercise, any jumping exercise comes under power. So with the squat itself, we have covered strength and power, the very basic movement. Now movement specific, we'll move to another movement are very common body weight leg movement, lunges. This is how a lunge looks like. You're going to take a wider step. When you do a lunge, take a wider step. Okay. Almost bring your heel close to your glutes and then extend forward. So that when you lean forward, this makes 90 degrees. When you do a small step, lean forward, this is not that effective. Take a wider lunge. That will completely work on your hamstrings, your groin area, and your quads. Wider stance every time you perform a lunge. This is forward lunge, the same way, reverse lunge. Stand upright, raise your heel high, kick back. One thing we need to do when we perform lunges is just keeping our hand position. Should be coming naturally for everyone who is into running or any kind of athletic activities. If not, we need to make an effort to see if the opposite hand and legs are coming forward together. If your left leg is forward, your right hand needs to come forward. Your right leg is forward, your left hand needs to come forward. That's how we stabilize our body. The movement looks elegant that way. Stand upright. Practice this way. Lunges. When we do a lunge, you would need to press from your back leg. Press. When you press, your quads will be activated from the back. Quads covered, forward lunge covered, reverse lunge covered. Now we'll go for courtesy lunge. Courtesy lunge basically works on your inner thighs, rectors, groins, hamstrings, and ankles as well. Ankles are performance joints. We'll come to the courtesy lunge. As if you're paying courtesy. When you kick the leg to the side, the same side hand should follow the direction. This way, you're going to extend your leg maximum to the side. It's not to the back, but through the back to the side. Through the back to the side. Again, you get the maximum range. Try to drop your knee, almost dropping. This is courtesy lunge. 3 lunges we learned: forward lunge, reverse lunge. Both are almost the same, except you are stepping forward and stepping behind. In both these lunges, you would need to take a wider stance. And the courtesy lunges, You would need to follow our leg with the hand. Same side you're going to drive. Now we'll come to different variations of squats. A squat is majorly varied because of the stance. Okay, different stance we take to work on specific lower body muscles apart from the efficiency. So we know when we perform a normal squat, air squat, standard squat, you take the hip width stance. These are the most comfortable stance. These are hip width stance, most comfortable stance. Now, another very common variation is the sumo squat. Sumo squat, our stance should be outside of the shoulder. So hip width, shoulder width, outside of the shoulder. And we're going to squat. Rest everything is the same. You need to push your glutes behind. When you get up, squeeze your glutes and come up straight. Sumo squat. It is just a change in the stance from the hip width stance to outside of the shoulder width. Now we'll work on Cossack squat. Cossack squat, we are going to keep the load on one side. This is going to majorly strengthen one leg at a time. At the same time, stretching the hamstrings of the other leg, which is extended. The Cossack squat looks like this. I'm going to do the right side Cossack squat. I'm going to raise my right leg, drop it to the side, and lean my back here. So here my left leg is completely extended. I'll raise the front foot of the left leg. I'm leaning my whole weight on my right leg. My right leg will be flat. Back. Watch me. Now my left leg is completely flat. I'm going to push my glutes and sit back. Cossack squat right. Cossack squat left. Cossack squat right. Cossack squat left. Stretch your hands forward just to find the balance. Here the hand position doesn't matter. You can keep your hands in any ways that gives you the better balance. For me, it works when I'm joining my palms and stretching it forward. See whatever best works for you. All right. So that's all about Cossack squat. Now we'll move to some advanced forms of squats. We can call it advanced or intermediate based on how much of mobility you have around the joints. That helps in performing this way of squat. First one, ankle squat. This is going to put a lot of load on your ankle. At the same time, it's going to improve your mobility around that. When you just sit cross-legged, you're going to press and get up, keeping your legs crossed. You need to work on ankle mobility drills getting into this squat. Ankle mobility we covered in some other videos. You can go back and check your playlist to see the ankle mobility drills. We'll be covering the same topics in some other videos as well. You can let us know in the comments. So this is ankle squat, heavily on the ankles to improve the performance. Ankle squat done. Now the next advanced squat. We can perform as a pistol squat. Pistol squat, you might have seen squatting on single leg. That is pistol squat. Stand upright, raise one leg, extend this leg, you go down. Yeah. Pistol squat is an advanced skill which helps you in improving the single leg strength very much. You can let us know in the comments if you need to have an extended session on pistol squat, because there's a lot of progression that takes towards in performing a proper pistol squat. Like how we conduct the push-up session, we can run a session just for the pistol squat. In fact, to improve the efficiency of leg one by one, single leg strength. Now, you can ask me for any other leg workout, advanced, which you have seen somewhere or which you want to perform, or any basic movements also. You are confused with, you're unsure about how to perform it, which all muscles it target. That will be better, so we can address them.
For someone who has never performed a single leg squat, how can he start it?
Yes, that was the same thing I was talking about, progressions. To perform a single leg squat, a lot of progressions are there. First, of course, you need to be performing a good normal squat over and over. You should be having good squat, air squats. Now we'll talk about few progressions towards the single leg strength. We need to build a single leg strength, and then we'll work towards a progression for the pistol squat. There are a lot of single leg strength movements. The first very basic thing they can do is standing upright, raising this leg, pointing the toe, and standing this way. Just stand. Try to raise your knee as high as possible and keep your leg parallel to the floor. Hold. First exercise. And again, could you show us the same exercise? Yes, hold. You'll be feeling like you're getting a catch on your quads, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It looks very simple. Do not even look like an exercise. However,
It's very difficult to hold.
yes, more than the balance, it will work on the quads, which you are raising and extending, right? Here. Yes, hold.
So
Able
this
to
is
work on the quads, calves, and the hip flexor.
this is the first progression.
Very first progression. It's not a progression, it's a strength drill. Progression will be towards the skill. Okay, this is all about building the strength for the skill. People who are not even enthusiastic about pistol squat can also perform this, because this is all about strength, improving the strength. Same way like we do squat, leg press, everything. The same way. This is our bodyweight version of building the strength. Okay, hold as much as you can. That's how you improve the strength. Now the next variation is to improve the lower body strength, single leg strength, is single legged wall sit. I think we have made a video of this. We all do wall sit, right? Normal wall sitting. If you have not done, check our YouTube channel. We have uploaded under the leg exercises playlist, I guess. We can see wall sit. So this is 2 leg wall sit.
It's there.
Yeah. Now we're going to single leg wall sit. Nothing much. Will be here. We are going to keep one angle above the other knee and hold. Keep your knees, glutes at knee level. Raise one leg. Look upright and hold. This is another drill to improve your single leg strength. Now we can discuss about few progressions to improve the single leg strength. All right, Aniket?
Yeah.
The first progression towards towards working on the pistol squat will be this. Again, I'll start on pistol squat. Okay? Pistol squat looks like this. The first progression will be this. You're going to raise one leg, hook this angle behind the calf muscle. You're going to squat. Aniket, could you show us this progression?
I'm not sure if I can, but I'll try.
Yes, try. Put your hands forward or side, whichever way that gives you the better balance. Yes. Okay. Try once more. Go on the other leg. Put your hands forward or sideways. Yes. Yes, up. Okay, fine.
Like at the bottom, I can't control it.
Yeah. So the thing is, you did not go that deep initially. Okay. So if you are able to go only this much, go only this much and improve the efficiency in this range. Improving the efficiency in this range means you need to practice over and over until you reach this range. Once you are comfortable with this range, slowly try to go a couple of inches down. Okay. That's the first progression. And the next drill, next progression towards this will be you can hold somewhere and perform this. This is a shrimp squat. Okay, we call it shrimp squat. Shrimp squat is a progression towards the pistol squat as well. Shrimp squat itself is another exercise. So a shrimp squat looks like this. Okay. We are going to touch just the knee on the floor, not the toes. Our leg will be raised, our heels will be raised. We're going to touch just the knee and get up. Modified version of this is assisted shrimp squat. You can take a support, you can touch somewhere, take the support and taking the support of this stair. Make sure when you do this, the leg, the foot which is on the floor should be flat. The heels and the front foot should be touching the floor.
Okay.
Let's go. Aniket, shrimp squat. Now your front foot is also on the floor, right? Take a support. Do the modified version then. Hold somewhere. Yeah. And then slowly go down. You're pulling the door. It's becoming pulling exercise.
I need to practice it.
Okay, fine. So the whole idea is to touch only the knee. For that, we need to raise our heel close to the glutes. Okay. Shrimp squat. This is the next progression. Now we are going to work on another progression, reverse burpee to pistol squat. To discuss that, we need to discuss reverse burpee first. Let's not go too deep into the reverse burpee. We can cover it some other day. I'll just roughly show you the progression. Okay. If you want to know these drills in detail, we'll cover later. So first, I'll show what is a reverse burpee. We know a normal burpee. What's a normal burpee? Reverse burpee is just rolling on to the back. So reverse burpee. Now we are going to do a pistol squat from the reverse burpee. About taking the momentum while you're rolling forward. You go back. When you go back, you're going to roll. To get the maximum roll, you would need to keep your knee close to your chest. That way, your back will be maximum curved. You'll be able to get the maximum momentum from the roll. While you're rolling and coming forward, shoot one leg. You go when you roll, the knee close to your chest. When you're coming forward, shoot one leg. Which leg you want to extend? So I'm going to do pistol squat on my left leg. So that means I'll be grounding my left leg flat. Left leg flat. I'll shoot my right leg. I'll throw my hands on either side of the left leg. Whichever leg is on the floor, you need to throw your hand on either side of this leg. That way, you'll be able to press the side of your belly onto the quads, which helps you in getting up easier. Again, I'll show from the rolling position. Again, go down, shoot. Yeah. And you guys try these ones?
No, no, I can't do this.
Try, just try. Try the reverse burpee at least. Okay. Get up on two legs first. Start from the jumping position. Start from the reverse burpee. Like I said, reverse burpee is all about getting up in two legs. Burpee, normal burpee, we go in front. Reverse burpee, we go in the back. That's it. It's easy for you. I'll tell you, there's a hack to this. So we are discussing about the reverse burpee. So people who struggle to get the reverse burpee, a reverse burpee looks like this. If you're struggling to get it, you can cross your leg while coming up. So that will be easier. Watch me. Watch me. Okay, that's what I said. Watch me now. I'm going to cross my leg. Okay. Easier. Try this. Yeah, better?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the first progression of the reverse burpee. Okay. Once you get this, later on you would need to do without crossing, straight leg.
Okay.
Once you get that, slowly try this pistol squat progression. You don't need to do a proper reverse burpee to get the pistol squat. You can even start from the rolling position. The thing is that when we jump and roll, you'll be adding more momentum. If you are just rolling from the floor, of course, the momentum will be lesser. Watch me. But still, what you can do is just roll on your back. Try to just lift your glutes, okay? Just lift your glutes and then drop. Can you try this? heel close to your glutes. Yes. Nice. Relax. You're able to lift your glutes, right? With the momentum. Yes. So that is good. And also remember any single leg exercise where we need to extend our leg. We will need to point our toes. Pointing the toes will make the leg feel weightless.
Okay.
Okay. Then after this, the swim squat progression itself, you can take another kind of support. It's another progression. We discuss the modified version of taking the support, right? The next thing we can do is you can keep an object on the floor, little bit higher. To work. So let's suppose the object is this high. I'm going to touch my knee onto that object. Be comfortable in that range. Once you are comfortable there, remove that object, keep a smaller object. Okay. So shorter the height from the floor of that object, better will improve the strength of single leg. And the next variation, once you all do this, the next progression, the drill for the pistol squat is deep leg extensions, deep squat leg extensions. Do a deep squat, you're going to extend your leg, point the toe come back. When you extend your leg, this leg shouldn't be resting on the floor. Just extend, try to keep your knee straight and pull it back. The same technique, like I said, when we do a pistol squat, when you're extending one leg, keep your hands on either side of the other leg. That will give you the better balance. So if I'm extending my left leg, I'm keeping my hands on either side of my right leg. Okay? This will be balanced. A center of gravity always needs to be balanced to be able to perform a movement properly. And again, try this deep squat leg extensions. You can take a support of the floor if you want, like this. Okay. Can't see you clearly. Whichever foot is on the floor needs to be flat. If you raise the heel, you will not get the balance.
I can't sit on my heels.
Okay, so that means you need to again go to the basics, which is heel elevated squat. Remember the one video we discussed earlier. You need to elevate your heel to do a squat. So keep something under the heel. Okay, talking about that, one very important thing. How do we train our hamstrings and quads? Quads and hamstrings training are completely opposite. When we work on the hamstrings, the hamstring muscle fibers needs to be extended completely. That means the distance between our glutes and heels should be more to work on the hamstrings. Agreed? When we do the Romanian deadlift, what are we doing? Here, the length between heel and glutes are being more. We also elevate our front foot when we do the Romanian deadlift, right? Why are we doing that? We'll keep something under the front foot. So this helps in further stretching the hamstrings. To work on the quads, we need to shorten the length between heels and glutes. Got it? So when we squat, the quicker the glutes come near the heels, the better we'll be working on our quads. So that is why we elevate our heels, right? So strength training or any efficiency training of our hamstrings and quads is just opposite. When we perform any movement for the hamstrings, the length between heels and glutes needs to be more. To work on the quads, this length needs to be shortened. Very simple. This and this. This is for the quads. This is for the hamstrings. So we see people keeping plates under their front foot or the heels while performing a deadlift or a squat, right? It's for a reason. If the movement, the intention of that movement is to work on the hamstrings, the plate should be under the front foot. If the intention of the movement is to work on the quads, plate should be under the heels. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now verbal, we jump from one topic to other and when it, okay, we were discussing the pistol squat progression with the deep squat leg extension. Deep squat leg extension we discussed. Now we again discuss the pistol squat, I mean the reverse burpee to pistol squat, which is crawling and coming forward. We can combine these both. Okay. By holding the toes. So when you go, okay, when you hold the toes, you'll be having better balance because you know the center of gravity is within control. So center of gravity will definitely be within this circle. Imagine it's a circle when we hold. Okay. If you're not holding the toe, that means that is an advanced one. So we do not know how the center of gravity, where the center of gravity is. That's why we need to extend our hands. So this way you will have a fair idea. Okay. Just try this for a few repetitions and then we'll move to next progression for the pistol squat is doing a pistol squat, holding our toes. Okay. You can bend your knees initially, that's fine. So eventually you need to straighten. So just to get the balance. So you hold the toe. Yeah. Can we try this? The modified version would be keeping your hand somewhat for the support.
You want me to try that heel holding version?
Yeah. We'll work on more on that. We'll a complete lower body mobility session as well. Okay. Now the next one you can do is a negative pistol squat. You can actually sit somewhere on single leg and get up. It's a chair. So nothing much. Get something, sofa or a chair. You're going to extend one leg. You're going to sit. Get up on single leg. The same way you sit on a chair, you're going to sit on the chair with one leg. That's imagine I have something here, a bench or a chair. Just extend this leg. Sit. Get up. Sit. Get up. Let's try this. Get a chair. You can sit on a chair or a couch and you can go near a chair or anything in your room. Go near a chair or you go get a chair or a bench.
I don't have a chair upstairs. Let me use it.
Anything for you to rest your glutes. Yes, sit comfortably. Yeah. Now catch your breath and get up. Okay. Pistol squat progressions we have discussed. Now let's come to few basic exercises. We have discussed lunges. So, okay. Now quickly we'll discuss few variations, simple variations you can all do. If you want any of this exercise needs to be discussed in detail, we'll definitely run another session for this. So we discuss lunges. Let's work on jumping lunges. Bit advanced. People want to move faster, work on the power. Jumping lunges would help. So first you take a lunge, jump, switch. Watch my hand. My leg is coming forward. Opposite hand also come forward. Jumping lunges. Jump squat we discussed. Next one of my favorites to work on the quads. Low squat jumps. You're going to sit, raising your heels. The movement, full movement will be on your front foot. Okay. Your front foot. Then keep your hands forward or reverse, over the spine. And you're going to just bound on the front foot. Keep jumping. Do not raise too high. Just enough for your glutes to lift from the heel, and then rest again. Let's go again. 50 jumps in one go and then try to get up. Yes. Try to lift your body from the floor. Yes. Keep going. Okay. This will load your quads like anything. Okay, one recommendation just when I saw you. Any power movement is any jumping movement. Please wear shoes. That will help you in absorbing the shocks. Strength movement is still okay, but power movement you would definitely need your shoes to absorb the shock. That's pretty much about it. There are another lot of leg movements. We may not be able to cover everything all together. Another set of leg movements will be based on mobility and animal moves. Duck walk, elephant walk. So just take you through. If you want to discuss in detail, we'll definitely do. Duck walk. Can you keep your hands behind or here? Duck walk. Next is the static beast. Lift your knees off the floor. Hold. This will be strengthen your quads like anything. Elephant. Beast to elephant. When you are in the elephant position, your heels should be pressed on the floor to strengthen your hamstrings. Only when you press your heels on the floor, hamstrings will be activated. So when you come to the beast, knees should be off the floor. When you go to the elephant, heels should be pressed on the floor. Elephant, beast. Elephant, beast. So this is one moment where you can work on both quads and hamstrings. And you can just go for this one. Beast, elephant. Press your heel on the floor, okay? When you have to go into the elephant, you can push your head behind here. When you go to the elephant, you can press your head and upper body behind to press the heel. Yes, beautiful. This beast elephant, you can use this as a warm up for heavy squats or deadlift. And we can of course do a horse stance. Horse stance is one of the ultimate for the leg strength. We'll finish up with the horse stance. Take 5 foot distance which is approx outside of the shoulder width. And you're going to drop your glutes till the knee level. Here, unlike the squats, we are not going to drop our glutes below the knee level. We'll fix our glutes exactly at the knee level. At the same time, we're not going to push the glutes behind. When we do the squat, we need to push the glutes behind, right? So here we're going to touch our glutes inside. So take 5 foot distance outer than the shoulder width. Drop your glutes to the knee level, and then tuck your glutes. This is how to tuck your glutes inside. Hold. Okay. Hold stance. We can discuss more based on your comments. What are other exercises you want to go in detail? If more people are present, you can ask back and forth questions. We would address more movements. You all can let us know in the comments. We'll discuss more. Good morning, Aniket. You keep practicing the exercises we discussed today.
Okay.
That's all. Anything else? Any questions? All good. Okay then.